Most content teams are running the same playbook right now. Pick a keyword, throw it into an AI tool, get a draft that sounds like every other draft on the internet. Then spend an hour or two rewriting it so it sounds like you and your brand. And when it comes to topical authority, knowing whether you actually own a topic or your competitors do, most teams are guessing because they can see their own rankings, but they have no way to compare their authority against the competition across content, market share, and AI search. Floyi 2.8 fixes both sides of that. You can now teach Floyi exactly how you write, feed it your own reference material, research topics faster and cheaper, and see your competitors' topical authority scores right next to yours. Let me show you what's new. We've always had our brand foundation, right? We've had our brand identity. We've had the brand voice right down here. We've always used it along with all your other brand identity information. But now you're able to dial it in even more. What we're able to do now is we're able to get the tone, the vocabulary level, sentence patterns, and all you need to do is share a few writing samples, and our AI agents will analyze your writing samples across 7 different dimensions. We have tone, vocabulary level, sentence patterns, perspective, rhetorical patterns, personality traits, distinctive patterns, and Floyi condenses that analysis into one AI prompt directive. Here you can see exactly what it looks like. Let me show you how it works. So all you need to do is click Analyze My Voice, upload a few samples of work that you already have. Let me get a few samples to drag in here. These are a few articles that we wrote. Click Analyze Voice, hang tight for a second, and there it is. We have our tone, authoritative and professional, vocabulary level, industry terms, sentence patterns, perspective, everything distilled down into this AI prompt directive, write in an expert but accessible voice. Aim for 9th to 10th grade readability. Use active voice, short paragraphs, and clear H2 and H3 headings. Now, this is everything that's in our internal writing style guide as well. So it's exactly what we shoot for. And this is what we want to give our AI agents when they're creating briefs, when they're generating the article drafts. We also give the details as well. And of course, you can always click edit to fine tune anything you want, or you could even click reanalyze to get a whole different set in case your brand has shifted a little bit. The next new feature is the knowledge base. This is really cool. Now, depending on your plan, you can upload up to 2,000 documents. This can include blog posts, case studies, product descriptions, industry reports, internal style guides, anything that you want Floyi agents to know about you, your products, your services, your brand. I've thrown up a bunch of different things, and this is what the content brief and article draft agents will use when generating content. And anytime you want to remove anything, you can always just click it, click delete selected, delete them, and just upload fresh versions. All you need to do is click add knowledge, upload all sorts of different file types, import a URL, or you can just paste text. This is huge. The knowledge base now will just carry throughout your whole workflow. Now, the next big update is in topical research. We have a few updates here. Now, this is our normal spreadsheet view that you've all been accustomed to. Now we're bringing in a couple new views. We have the silo view for those of you who like more of a Kanban style columns view. Each column is scrollable and resizable. You can always double click into here and just edit however you want, and it'll all be saved across all the different views. So this is best to see the shape and balance of your topics across all the different pillars. Then for those of you who like more of a hierarchical style, we have the outline view. We have our main topics here. We have a handy expand all button. You can see all the main topics and subtopic levels as you scroll through. You can collapse them all. You can also perform a search. Let's search that one we just created. Here it is right here. It'll show you the parent topics and the children topics of your search keyword. Now, those are our 2 new views, and of course the spreadsheet view that we all know and love. And now we have a more streamlined and simplified process as well when generating topics and keywords. We have 4 steps now instead of all the different options you had before. So the first step is to generate the main topics. Once you nail your main topics down, next step would just be to generate your subtopic 2s and subtopic 3s together. And then after the subtopic 2s and 3s are generated, then you could generate your subtopic 4s and keywords. Now, you do want to be careful of over-generating. It depends on how broad your core topic is and how broad these main topics are. If you're getting too broad, then you may want to narrow it down and create a tighter topical map here. So this is one where SEO, it's a very broad core topic. So this is one where I may want to use our main topics and generate multiple topical maps based off of that. And then we could get into more details from there. So you could see how many subtopic 2s and 3s were created already. You can get an idea of it right down here with our new numbers. And so if we generate subtopic 4s, it'll generate off of these subtopic 3s. And now with this adjustment with our topic research generation, we're making fewer API calls, which means fewer credits for the same depth of research. Same quality, fewer credits. Now, the last big update, we estimate the authority scores for all of our competitors. Now you're able to see how close or how far apart you are with your topical authority. You're able to compare it to the rankings. You're able to compare it to AI search visibility. You're able to compare it to everything, to your share of voice, your topical presence. And these topical authority scores are all based on your topical map. It's not based off a random selection of keywords that we give you. Everything is based on the topical map that you've created that's based on your brand and your target audience, what's most important to them. And that's Floyi 2.8. Brand voice, so your content sounds like you. Knowledge base, so they're grounded in your expertise. Faster and cheaper topic research, and competitor topical authority scores, so you know exactly where you stand. All of this is live now. If you're already on Floyi, go set up your brand voice and knowledge base. Those two alone will immediately change the quality of every brief and draft that you generate. If you're not on Floyi yet, link in the description to get started. See you in the next one.